Mental rotation is defined as the ability to mentally transform how an object appears if it is rotated from its original position. As this video is all about mental rotation, I wanted to show you what a mental rotation task could look like in research studies. Here are 5 example questions for you. I will show you each question one at a time, and each question will be immediately followed up by the correct answer. The question will stay on the screen for 30 seconds before the answer appears. Ready? Here is the first question. Look at the image on the right. Which image below is the same image, just rotated? Here is the answer. Look at the image on the right. Which image below is the same image, just rotated? Here is the answer. Look at the image on the right. Which image below is the same image, just rotated? Here is the answer. Look at the image on the right. Which image below is the same image, just rotated? Here is the answer. Look at the image on the right. Which image below is the same image, just rotated? Here is the answer. Gender differences in spatial abilities, such as those used to solve mental rotation tests, commonly find that males outperform females, although some studies show variable outcomes. Individual differences in experiences are related to differences in mental rotation performance. 2 examples are athletes and individuals who use a sign language. Skilled athletes have better spatial ability than non-athletes. However, it is unclear if this effect is also evident in people who are more physically active than others, but not as active as skilled athletes. The visual spatial qualities of a sign language, like American Sign Language in the United States, requires mental rotation in its production and comprehension. Thus, like athletes, users of sign language perform more mental rotations daily than other individuals. Research indeed finds that deaf and hearing signers outperform hearing non-signers on mental rotation tests. There are only a few studies investigating cultural differences regarding mental rotation test performance. Omani students show a worse mental rotation performance compared to German students, and children in Cameroon have lower scores than children in Germany. This video will summarize the findings from a research study titled Mental Rotation Test Performance in Brazilian and German Adolescents, the Role of Sex, Processing Speed, and Physical Activity in 2 different cultures. This study is important for its cross-cultural comparison and for its consideration of other potentially important factors for individual differences in mental rotation performance, such as physical activity level. The study recruited German and Brazilian teenagers between 11 and 17 years of age. Regarding age and sex, the Brazilian children were matched to the German sample. The results of the study demonstrated that Brazilian adolescents showed a worse mental rotation performance compared to the German adolescents. Boys outperformed girls, and physical activity level did not contribute to mental rotation test performance. For cultural differences, the authors argue that differences such as education could play an important role for why the German teens outperformed the Brazilian teens. The study's noted difference in performance between females and males further supports sex differences found in previous mental rotation studies. The finding about physical activity level is interesting. Considering the previous research documenting enhanced mental rotation abilities in skilled athletes, the findings from this study suggest that simply being physically active compared to being a skilled athlete will not endow the same mental rotation outcomes.